What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Fryman. I'm the National Relay Director for Carry the Load. I've been involved with Carry the Load since 2014, back when I was a leg captain and part of the East Coast Relay team. It was such a life-changing experience for me, being able to walk and talk and just hear the stories of all the loved ones that had made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. It forever impacted my life. I think that's one of the coolest things about Carry the Load, is that it means something different to everyone. Whether you're a veteran, a first responder, or a civilian, it provides a chance to share stories and hear stories. And regardless of which one of those you're doing, they're both so impactful and they both mean so much to all of us. So, we're just so appreciative of all the support that's kind of poured in as we've transitioned our relay from what it normally is to our virtual capacity. Being able to see the growth from, one relay route back in 2012 to now having 4 different relay routes has been amazing. So thank you to all of you that help us honor the sacrifices of our military veterans, first responders, and their families. So, as many of you may have seen yesterday, we stepped off virtually from the West Point Cemetery, and that journey from the cemetery down to New York City is just such an amazing one. Going through Congress, New York, and seeing the way that town comes out, it's amazing. And then walking across the George Washington Bridge at 5 a.m. is something that you won't ever forget. It's so amazing to be able to walk with about 1,000 of our closest friends down through the city and end up right there around the 9/11 memorials at the Liberty Park and the Horse Soldier Monument, and have NYPD escort us all that way, and then have the FDNY play bagpipes with us. It's amazing. So, I wanted to give a shout out to all of our first responders in New York City, the New York Port Authority, the NYPD, and Linda and all our friends over at FDNY. You guys have stood with us since the beginning in 2012 of the National Relay, and I wanted to let you guys know that your Carry the Load family is standing with you guys today. I would now like to take the time to recognize our hero of the day, MA1 DJ Jakarin. DJ is a U.S. Navy veteran. You guys may have seen some of that information was posted earlier to our social accounts. So if you want to check out more information about DJ and kind of read a little more about his story, you can either find it there on one of our social pages or go to carrytheload.org. So, as a reminder, we're asking you guys to get out there and do something in honor of our hero of the day. So whether it's walking or cycling, saying the Pledge of Allegiance, doing some patriotic chalk on the driveway, do something today in honor of DJ, and do something in the days that come during the National Relay in honor of all of our heroes of the day. And once you do, take a photo of it, take a video, and share it with us on social. That way we can kind of see what you guys are doing, and we can still have that opportunity to share those stories, and for others, we can hear those stories. So it'll just be in a little different way, but it'll still accomplish the same thing, and we'll make sure all legacy of those that have made sacrifice for us never get forgotten. So now I'd like to take the time to introduce one of our National Relay sponsors, Turner Construction. Take it from here, guys.
Hi, my name is Jeff Avillon, an engineer from New York, U.S. Army. Turner began participating in Dallas about 4 years ago, and as we began to see and feel the impact Carry the Load had in our communities, we wanted to increase our involvement. The team was started locally in Dallas, which drew the attention of our National Veteran Employee Research Group, ultimately leading to national sponsorship. At Turner, we are committed to honor, support, and connect with military members, veterans, and their families. It's so important to show our support both internally and externally for veterans and first responders. Carry the Load provides us a platform to do that, while also partnering with so many other organizations that support the veteran community.
Thanks, Jeff, and thanks to all of our National Relay sponsors who have supported us through this transition. You guys have been amazing, and we greatly appreciate you all. So I would now like to introduce another one of our National Relay sponsors, Army veteran from Palantir, Dan Rickert. Take it away, Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan Rickert with Palantir Technologies.
Hi, I'm William.
We're proud to partner with and sponsor Carry the Load because we believe deeply in supporting those who serve and honoring those who make the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. During this crazy time in the world, we're also grateful for our first responders, doctors, nurses, and all those who answer the call to the front lines, wherever those may be. Myself, a veteran, I've lost friends and understand the hardship and loss families across the country experience. During this Memorial May, let's remember to honor the memory of those who make the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. I'm Dan Rickert. During this Memorial May campaign, I'm carrying the memory of my friend PK and Palantirian Rod Rhines.
Who are you carrying?
Who are you carrying?
Thanks, Dan. Even bigger thank you to William. We appreciate you both for joining us. So as many of you know, our Memorial May Relay raises funds that provide services to our military, veterans, first responders, and their families. If you haven't already registered or joined a team, I encourage you to go to our website, carrytheload.org, and click the register tab up at the top right portion of your screen. From there, you can fundraise. You can start a Facebook fundraiser. You can participate in whatever way you see fit, even if that's just sharing one social post. Each year, we're able to raise over $1 million for peer-to-peer fundraising. So every little bit counts. One social post, one donation, just telling one person about Carry the Load, it all goes such a long way. So now I have the pleasure of introducing a longtime supporter of Carry the Load. I've had the opportunity to walk with him a few times as he has embarked on the very long journey from West Point, New York, down to New York City. Glenn Dare, love to hear your story and can't wait to hear what you have to tell us about the connection video.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, I'm Glenn Dare. You may recognize me from some other social media posts that Carry the Load has done in the past. Or maybe you've seen me in the short film that was produced by Carry the Load a few years back called Connections. Even if you don't recognize me, you probably recognize Pac. If you joined us yesterday at West Point, you saw my friends and fellow West Point graduates, Hallie Johnson and Josh Davis. They, along with some other very motivated individuals, are part of the team that travels the 60 miles from West Point all the way to New York City to kick off the East Coast Relay. Now, West Point is a very special place to me because we start off the relay at the West Point Cemetery, where Jamie Leonard is buried. Jamie was a cadet in my company when I was at West Point, and she died in Afghanistan. And it's a great way to start off the trip down to New York City, visiting her gravesite and understanding why we do what we do. We walk up and down the hills of New York until finally about dinner time, we hit a small town of Congers. Now, Sean McGee and the entire town of Congers comes out and walks with us. We have a celebration in their downtown, and where they sing and they feed us burgers, and they really understand why we do what we do. From there, we walk through the night, and by sunrise, we hit the GW Bridge, where we leave upstate New York behind us and head into the city. Now, New York City is a pretty important place. Not just because the 9/11 Memorial is there, but it's also the home to JP Morgan Chase, who are the title sponsors to the National Relay. Without them, this couldn't happen. Because they decided to use an image of this backpack for their Memorial May campaign, it was shown on over 16,000 ATMs nationwide, and it also connected me with two very important families. Both of them lost loved ones that I served with and that I knew. The healing and love that has been gained through meeting those families is what the Carry the Load mission is all about. Gold Star families, like the Scotts and the Wolfers, need to know that their sacrifices were not in vain, and that we carry their loved ones, people who they might not even know, will remember them and carry their name. That's what this mission is all about. We thought that this would be a great time to re-air the trailer to the Connections movie for those of you who are new to Carry the Load. So thank you, stay safe, please watch.
When we started Carry the Load, it was born out of a place of anger and frustration. What I always tell people is that physical pain equals emotional purge. To see an individual like Glenn Dare in the way he was dressed, in the weight that he was carrying, it was very evident that he was carrying the memory of fallen brothers with him.
Stuart was 3 years younger than me, so he was always my baby brother. We certainly had a really special relationship. Definitely became one of my best friends in my life.
And here's a picture of Stuart in his military uniform. He had already been promoted to major. We were very proud of him because he was doing what he wanted to do.
It was very tough to hear that people thought we weren't at war anymore, you know? Oh, we pulled out of Iraq, the war's over. It's like, I still have folks in Afghanistan, friends of mine. I want people to be aware that there's folks out there dying in this uniform. And I don't want these people to be forgotten. You know, it's not fair, it's not right.
our marketing team had the idea of let's take some of these pictures that we've snapped from Carry the Load and let's run a little quick loop on the ATM.
My friend Sarah sent me a text. I went to take out money tonight from the ATM, and this came on the screen. And it was this picture, this backpack, and it said, "I carry the load for," and it had 3 names on it, Buyer, Scott, and Wolfer. I knew there was gonna be a story behind this backpack.
I walked into the bank. I said, "Could you please help me find out how this is going around? This backpack has my son's name on it." They said to me, "Mrs. Wolfer, we will help you all we can."
They thought who was this person and why they carried the name of Stewart on there. They did know that Colonel Scott had died the same rocket attack as Stewart did. So they started making some phone calls. They called Chase Bank. Chase Bank said that they sponsored Carry the Load, told them what Carry the Load was about. Carry the Load in turn contacted me, asking me if I would talk to them.
They connected us with Glenn Dare, and we've only really just emailed with him, but it was just really incredible. Oh my God! What are you doing?
So good to finally meet you.
The military is a family that I never really understood before. Not until Stuart was killed did I realize the power of that family.
Glenn, thanks so much to all you've done for Carry the Load, and a special thank you to the Wolfer family for sharing their son, brother, father, friend, Stuart Wolfer, with us all. If you guys would like to view the full version of that short film, you can go to carrytheload.org/connection, and we'll also post a link to it in the comment section of this video here. So we can't thank you guys enough for joining us this Memorial May, joining in these premieres. Please go online, participate with us socially, donate, participate, share videos, share photos, encourage others to do the same. We want to have you guys join us with us and honor the sacrifices that are being made out there every day. So a special thank you to our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we're able to do. Thanks to our nonprofit partners, as there's so many of them that are doing great work out there. For more information on both of them, go to our website, check out the Continuum of Care page. We'll also post something in the comments on that as well. But that's about it for us here in New York. Tune in again on May 1st for the premiere as we kick off the Midwest route up in Minneapolis. And thank you again just for being a part of this mission, as it's truly humbling to see all the support that we've gotten. So my name is Matt Fryman. I'm carrying First Lieutenant Thomas Joseph Williams Jr. Who are you carrying?